Matt, it is your boy Richard from Nevada once again.
What's
How
up, my
are you
friend?
doing, my friend?
Great.
So, there was something that Connor Rogers went ahead and said that I just really disagree with as far as the way that he said it. I said the Jets don't have a good coaching staff. They don't have a bad coaching staff. They don't have a good coaching staff. Let's just go ahead and just look at some of the things, and let's not be revisionist about a lot of these things. For example, remember how we were all trashing Jeff Ulbrich in the very beginning of this season, and yet we ended up with a top 3 defense, top 5 defense, whatever number you want to give it? There were moments that this defense was easily elite. I mean, granted, look at Sauce Gardner and where he got with his rookie of the year for the defensive side of the ball. Now, yeah, we could say Mike LaFleur didn't work out. Mike LaFleur wasn't the best, or maybe he's the scapegoat we're going to work with, or however, you want to mentally phrase it. But there were offensive players on this team that were fantastic, and maybe that was partly coaching. Maybe that had nothing to do with the coaching. I don't know. Now you look at Robert Saleh. Robert Saleh has been so far the best head coach we've had since Rex Ryan was eating hoagies and yelling every profanity in his locker room when they didn't get it together. When Mark Sanchez was your quarterback. And guess what happened? You were in an AFC championship game, and in a close game where you could have easily been in the Super Bowl had you taken it all at that point. You look at the last head coaches, Todd Bowles had no energy. He had the volume speaking level of that fly that pisses you off at 1 p.m. when you're trying to go to sleep, and it won't leave you alone. It keeps landing on your forehead. And then Adam Gase, man, I don't know what to tell you about Adam Gase, but he literally just kept saying, "Oh, we just got to play better. We just got to play better. We just got to play better." Yeah, we know Adam Gase. We know we got to play better. Robert Saleh right now, I think, is very nice as a guy, a very good guy. I think he might be a little too nice, and I think I need to see more tough love from him when this team starts to shine and it's success. We can't accept mediocrity. And now you want to talk about Nathaniel Hackett. You want to say, okay, Nathaniel Hackett, maybe they only brought him in because they want to get Rodgers. Would that have been a smart decision? No. But Nathaniel Hackett also proved himself as a good offensive coordinator, not as a head coach, and he's not playing as a head coach. He's playing as an offensive coordinator. So we'll see. We will find out how this works out for the Jets. And, if it is Rodgers or if it is Carr, I have good feelings about this entire team. So I'm not about to sit here and say that the Jets coaching.
Oh, it fell off there at the end. He got cut off. So I'm a Badlands subscriber. I like that show with Connor Rogers and Joe Caparosa. So I know exactly the clip that he's talking about. And it's on Twitter. It made the rounds. It has 31,000 views. And the quote is, "The coaching that these guys get really matters." And I'm not saying the Jets have a horrible staff, but I don't think the Jets have a good one. Now, to Connor's credit, and I don't know if Richard knew this from that this was in reference to talking about the offensive staff specifically. So the Ulbrich point that you make, I think, is a fair one, as well as Robert Saleh's. But I don't think it. I don't think the context of the Jets not having a horrible staff but not having a good one. I think it was in reference to really at the time the two most recent hires in Hackett and Downing. I think that those two are potentially a little bit underwhelming, which I think is a fair take on it. I am relatively satisfied with Hackett if it's Carr or Rodgers, more so Rodgers. Downing, I don't know. I didn't really love that hiring. He is a veteran guy and, had success a long time ago, but recently in Tennessee, I don't really look at that passing attack and say, oh, that was a really good passing attack. I like it, but it's tough. And another point that he was trying to make too is it's hard for this staff, meaning Saleh, to recruit offensive coaches and talent to come here because they're potentially a lame duck staff. If they don't make the playoffs, there's probably a good chance that they get let go. So this is the guys that you're going to be picking from. And I'm going to pretty much make Connor's point again. Is it a horrible staff? No, I don't think it is. But when I would be like, oh my God, I'm thrilled with the Jets offensive staff right now, it's unbelievable. No. Is it improvement? I hope so. I really do. I liked LaFleur, but he had his deficiencies. I hope it is an improvement. I really do. But it's not like I'm not looking at and just like specifically these two guys and saying that's it. In Hackett and in Downing and saying that this Jets offense is going to go, leaps and bounds and be so much better. That's where I have my concern. It's really going to be most dependent on who's the quarterback for this team. But I get the point that Connor was going to make or was, making there. I think it was more specifically on the offensive staff.